All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're getting into a character who is a walking, talking, lethal paradox. We're talking about a brilliant attorney by day and one of the world's deadliest assassins by night. She's the perfect predator, and we're about to break down exactly how she got that way. So let's start with this. These three things: no remorse, no guilt, just power. This isn't just some edgy quote. It's her entire operating system. It's the code that she lives and breathes, and it's what makes her such an effective, terrifying weapon. This is the mindset you need to do what she does. Okay, so first things first, let's just see the master at work. Her playground, her hunting ground, is the glittering, high-stakes world of Atlantis elite. And in this world, Lilin moves like a ghost, turning a simple assassination into a straight-up art form. So, how does a hunt begin? It starts with a simple, encrypted ping on her phone. And the target this time? Michael R. Graves, a guy who used to be with the Syndicate, got greedy, and now he's a liability. He's dripping with arrogance, thinks he's absolutely untouchable. Yeah, he's about to find out just how wrong he is. Now, this is what's so fascinating. It's not just violence. It's a performance, really, a three-act play. Just look at the strategy. It's not about brute force at all. It's about pure psychological control. She uses her beauty to get his attention, isolates him from his security, and then, piece by piece, just dismantles his ego. By the time she actually makes her move, the kill is just a formality. And she never, ever leaves without her signature. This little calling card, the single black ace, it's not for show. It's a message. It turns a quiet murder into a loud and clear statement for the entire underworld. It's how Lilin becomes more than a killer. She becomes a ghost story. But here's the really wild part. This predator doesn't just melt back into the shadows when the job's done. Nope. When the sun comes up, a completely different person walks out into the world. Let's dig into her other life. And this, right here, this is the core of it all. This incredible duality. By day, you've got Tashina J. McCallister, a sharp, composed, and respected criminal attorney. She lives in courtrooms. But by night, that persona is gone, and she becomes Lilin, the Syndicate's top executioner. It's two totally different worlds, two identities, all inside one woman. And you've got to understand, this change from Tashina to Lilin isn't just about swapping a blazer for a leather catsuit. It's a full-on ritual. It's a very deliberate, practiced transformation. Like she's literally shedding one skin to let the other one breathe. She goes from upholding the law to becoming the law. So the big question is, how, right? How does a brilliant lawyer become a stone-cold killer for hire? Well, to really understand Lilin the Predator, you have to go back and learn the story of Tashina, the girl the world forgot. And her backstory is it's a roadmap of pain, a childhood completely defined by neglect and indifference. And then, at 15, something snaps. A violent encounter at school unlocks something dark inside her. And that's when the Syndicate found her. This guy, Vincent, he didn't see a broken kid. He saw raw, untapped potential. He didn't save her. He sharpened her into a weapon. And this quote says it all. After her very first assignment, there's no shock, there's no guilt, there's just clarity, this feeling of purpose. In that moment of absolute violence, she finally finds the one thing she's truly good at, the one thing that gives her a sense of power. The Syndicate didn't just teach her how to kill. They gave her an identity she grabbed with both hands. So you have this perfect weapon, an assassin who feels nothing and is all the more efficient for it. But what happens when the next target isn't just another name on a file? What happens when the Syndicate points her at a ghost from her own past? The next assignment comes through, and for the very first time in her deadly career, Lilin actually hesitates. Because this isn't just another contract. This is a reckoning. The target's name is Victor Knox, and that name means everything. He wasn't just some guy. He was her first love. And he was her first soul-crushing betrayal. He's the one whose actions shattered what little innocence she had left, and, without even knowing it, put her on the path that led straight to the Syndicate. And now, he's a rival, and he wants her dead. So you see, this mission is about as personal as it gets. By taking Victor out, she's not just closing a file for her bosses, she's methodically erasing the last living connection to Tashina. The girl who is naive enough to love and fragile enough to be broken. This is the final bloody chapter of her transformation. So she confronts her past. She faces the man who shattered her world, and she comes out on top. But you know what? This victory doesn't bring her any peace. There's no quiet resolution. It just clears her calendar for the next job. And that's the real kicker here. Even this deeply personal, transformative mission doesn't break the cycle. As soon as Victor is dealt with, her phone buzzes. New target, new city. The hunt is all there is. It's unending. Her identity as Lilin is now set in stone. There's no going back. Which brings us to this one final, haunting question. Was this monster inside her built piece by painful piece by a traumatic past? Or did all that pain and neglect just unlock a darkness that was always there, just waiting for a chance to take control? Was she made, or was she simply unleashed? It's a question that hangs over everything she is and everything she does.